We've got our final storyline to play through here in MLB The Show 24, and it's none other than the legendary Willie Mays. In the comment section, all I ask, if y'all could just leave some hearts down in the comments just to kind of remember and honor Willie Mays, that would be much appreciated. We're going to play through a storyline, go through the moments, watch the episodes together. Willie Mays, a teenage outfielder who made his debut in the Negro Leagues and later became one of the game's all-time greats. We have the first episode, starts off Rickwood Field.
Like a sound you hear that lingers in your ear, but you can't forget from sundown to sunset.
Rickwood Field is the oldest active professional baseball park in the country. It was built in 1910. Coincidentally, it was inspired by Forbes Field in Pittsburgh, where a lot of Negro Leagues history was also made. Who knew that it would become such hallowed ground? Because it has bared history to not only many great major league moments and many great major league ball players, but it was also home for the Negro League's Birmingham Black Barons, another team born out of the ashes of American segregation that brought great joy to the African American community there in Birmingham for many, many years. It is a majestic old stadium, and I'll never forget walking on those grounds for the very first time. Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, Buck O'Neal, they all played on that field. And man, if those walls could talk, how special it would be. Willie Mays, who as a 17-year-old walked on that very same field, patrolling center field for the Birmingham Black Barons. No one would have guessed that this budding, inspiring ball player would become recognized, arguably, as Major League Baseball's greatest player.
Rickwood Field, this first moment we have to just tally one hit, and man, playing through storylines this year, all of them, but especially here today, I have chills the whole time watching those episodes that they do, and I've just really appreciated storylines both last year and then now this year, and it's been a really enjoyable, it's been a fun experience to play through all of these episodes. And there we go, got the hit with Willie Mays, that nice, beautiful, perfect. Can hear the crowd going crazy in my ears right now. We got that moment done, that episode done. We probably got some stubs, some XP. We got the Birmingham Black Barons home uniforms from 1945. On to the next episode, sink or swim.
Where I grew up in the country, you know how you learn to swim? They threw you in the pond. And you either sank or you swam. And that was much the case for these young athletes as they were moving into the Negro Leagues. You got thrown right into the pond with those older ball players, and you can either play or you can't play. Now, Willie Mays was a tremendous athlete. He's quarterback in high school. Ultimately, he had to cut deal with the high school so that he wouldn't lose his eligibility for football. This is a 17-year-old kid playing with grown men, and he more than held his own.
Keep your eyes on me.
They kind of eased him into it early on, but you can't hold that kind of talent down. No, this talent was just exploding at the seams. As a matter of fact, his first game with the Birmingham Black Barons, young Willie Mays collected 2 hits. On the way to what was about to become one of the most dynamic careers in baseball history.
Sink or swim, we have to tally 2 hits with Willie Mays. And there's the first hit. His swing's feeling nice with these perfects. And there's hit number 2. We got that moment done. Look how they're sitting on top of the dugout there. I kind of like that. And they're doing it on the other side too. I like that. I wonder if that's how it would be if you used this ballpark, say, in Diamond Dynasty. But we got some stubs, some XP. The icon. We're on to the next episode. Talent exploding at the seams. And for this moment, we need to tally 1 extra base hit. And there it is. I would assume this won't be caught. It's another perfect. I'm liking how his swing feels. I'm kind of liking this camera angle. And we are going to be in there with a triple. With Willie Mays, we got the extra base hit done. We got that moment. We got that episode done. We got some stubs, some XP, a bat as well. And we're on to the next episode. Better than that.
Well, what made Willie Mays so special was that he was a five-tool kind of baseball player. And he did everything with grace and flair. As my friend Buck O'Neill would say, he was better than that.
But the crowd still loved Willie.
Willie Mays was never booed, even in the opponent's ballpark. That's the reverence that people had for Willie Mays, because he was so affable and he was so likable. Here's Willie Mays walking through the streets of Harlem, playing stickball with the kids. I mean, how special would that be to see that happen today? So you combine all of that with off-the-chart talent. You can see why Willie Mays is so beloved. People measure times in their lives by Willie Mays. They named their kids after Willie Mays. That's how special he was.
And for this moment, we need to tally 2 RBIs. I'm guessing they started us with a couple runners in scoring position. Yeah, both second and third base, we got runners on. Let's just try to hit one into the outfield. And that should do it, yeah. Another perfect. The crowd is going crazy, man. I don't know if they changed the crowd volume or if it's because I'm playing on my PlayStation, but this seems loud in my ears today, playing through these moments. We got that one done. We got the 2 RBIs that we needed, some stubs, some XP, another bat. And we're on to the next episode, Young Buck.
A year the Stars reached new milestones and rewrote the record book.
Well, Willie Mays is easily one of the most iconic figures in baseball history. But before he was the Say Hey Kid, his nickname was Buck, Young Buck. 1948 Negro League World Series, the Birmingham Black Barons are facing those vaunted Homestead Grays that were still a juggernaut. And can you imagine at 17, you're in the midst of a Negro League World Series as a 17-year-old, and you're right in the middle of the action.
Far back, the ball in.
And there's young Willie Mays helping the Barons win the lone game that they won in that series with a walk-off.
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what?
I am sure it ranks as one of those special moments out of a career that is filled with many special moments. But at 17, you walk it off in a Negro League World Series game. That's pretty doggone special.
So I'm guessing this episode we have to walk off the game, tally 1 hit, tally 1 RBI. Let's see if we can do it. 3-3, bottom of the 9th coming up. And there it is, over the third baseman's head. The very first pitch that we see, the winning run scores. We walked it off with Willie Mays. We recreated the moments. We got some stubs, some XP, the icons pack, and we're on to that next episode, Big Fish.
My dear friend, the late great Buck O'Neill, would say without hesitation that Willie Mays was the greatest major leaguer that he ever saw. Oh, John Donaldson, one of the greatest left-handed pitchers this sport has ever seen, knew the game of baseball inside out. So it was no coincidence that after his baseball career, he would become a scout, a great scout, because he had a tremendous eye for talent. And I guess you could say the big fish that got away was Willie Mays. And he knew young Willie Mays had superstardom written all over. Not stardom, but superstardom. And I think the legendary John Donaldson knew that he would never find another Willie Mays.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
And the fans go wild.
On to the next moment, tally 1 extra base hit with 1 RBI, probably starting with somebody in scoring position, yep, on second base. So all we got to really do is get that extra base hit. There it should be. Going the other way, not a perfect, but down the line, that should be an easy extra base hit. We got the RBI, and we should have this moment done. Big fish with Willie Mays. I'm guessing we got some stubs, some XP. We can see the Black Barons Road uniforms, and we're on to the next episode. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. The catch.
Long before the catch was made there in the Polo Grounds, young Willie Mays had been patrolling center field for the Birmingham Black Barons. 1949 is when he plays his first game there. But this wasn't uncommon for Negro League teams. Negro League teams were oftentimes playing in Major League stadiums. They would rent those stadiums, and that is part of the reason why it took so long to integrate the game, because Major League teams were making money from the Negro Leagues. So Willie Mays had been patrolling that spacious Polo Ground center field, where I can tell you now, you needed the legs of Willie Mays to patrol center field in the Polo Grounds. When that ball went up, they were all yelling, "Go get it, Willie." And Willie went and got it. But the thing that is oftentimes overlooked, and it speaks to the cerebral nature of Willie Mays, was the throw that prevented the runners from advancing. Gives you an idea of how in tune Willie Mays was into that moment. The Giants, of course, would go on and capture that World Series, beating another former Negro League, Larry Doby and the Cleveland Indians.
I think I'm going to have the camera off for this moment. The catch, record one putout, don't make one error. That was so amazing, man. I'm so happy that they added that into this storyline. We also got some stubs, some XP, and icon pack. And now we're on to the next moment, next episode, 24-time All-Star. We need to tally 2 hits, 1 extra base hit. There wasn't any video, nothing like that before this one, so we're just straight into the next moment. And there should be the extra base hits. I'm guessing. Yeah, no, that's gone. Okay, it's a home run over the fence. So now we just need 1 more hit, and we got this moment done. And there we go. That one should not be caught or fielded for an out. We got the extra base hit with the homer. We got the second hit with that single right there. We got that moment. We got that episode done. The 24-time All-Star, some stubs, some XP. We unlocked Rickwood Field. And we're on to the next episode, What If?
The San Francisco Giants had the major's first all-black outfield. All 3 players were former Negro League stars. Hank Thompson, who was actually an infielder by trade, Willie Mays, and of course the great Monty Irvin. That was a tremendous outfield. But it also makes me reflect back to the fact that $25 kept us from having an outfield that could have been Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, and Monty Irvin. The Braves offered Henry Aaron $25 more a month. They outbidded the Giants, and Henry Aaron took the Braves' offer, $25. But maybe it worked out the way that it was supposed to work out, because those 2 legendary former Negro League stars blazed their own paths to stardom. But I can tell you now, if you'd have had a lineup that had Henry Aaron, Willie Mays, and Monty Irvin in it, It would have been a nightmare for everybody they played. It just leads you to wonder what if.
And for this moment, we need to tally 3 total bases. I would love to just hit it in the corner, Polo Grounds, get a triple, maybe even an inside the park home run. That'd be great. Might be. Get past him. No, that's just going to be one of the 3 that we need. This is making me want to use this camera angle when I play for YouTube videos, BR, ranked seasons, whatever it may be. I kind of like having the full batter in the frame and not just that zoomed in camera. It looks better to me. Yeah, it might be a little bit harder to hit, but I think that'd be a lot of fun. And Willie Mays, we're going for the inside the Parker. Come on. Go, Willie, go. No, we got thrown out at home, but we did get the moment done. We got some stubs, some XP, and now to finish it off, Toast of Birmingham.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus.
Segregation robbed us from seeing all the great stars take the field together.
I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long.
As baseball fans, we were absolutely cheated. How much better would our game have been? But what segregation also did was it created this enterprise known as the Negro Leagues. So while Rickwood Field once upon a time had been segregated, who knew that it would be Birmingham's blackberries that would actually become the toast of Birmingham? As we celebrate Rickwood Field and all the history that made Rickwood Field such a special place, but no one made it more special than the Negro Leagues. And there's been no more special of a ball player than Willie Mays. First ballot Hall of Famer. Should have been unanimous. But the bridge for him to the major leagues began in the Negro Leagues, right here in this very ballpark, Rickwood Field.
11 gold gloves for his electrifying play in center field. His 660 home runs are third all time. Say hey, Willie Mays!
And there we have it, Willie Mays' storyline here in MLB 24. What a great way to finish storylines for MLB 24. I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching, and rest in peace, Willie Mays.